So normally, I mean, you got an abandoned boat right next to the driveway at deer camp, so this is gonna be our first deer camp project. We're see if we can get this boat somewhere else. We don't have to look at it. Nothing can go wrong here. Nothing at all. I'll just go backwards. That way. He's gonna go right through the log pile with it. Well, that was easy enough. Went just exactly as planned. So now, next order of business, I'm gonna do a little branch trimming here. In case you're driving a fancy Ford trimmer or something, you don't want to get scratched. I'm gonna fire up the saw here and cut some of these limbs off. Then we got more projects. I'm heading down to my son's blind. We affectionately call this area the hole. I don't know if the camera will do it much justice, but this is a big hill. He somehow didn't have enough time to get his propane tank down to his blind, so being a good dad that I am, I'm gonna run it down here and we'll see if we get his heat hooked up for him. See, I don't know if the camera does it justice, but it's steep. There's a rumor of a large tree down across the trail too. We're gonna see if we can find that. All I gotta do is carry this full propane tank up this steep hill, hook it up in that blind up there. Tank hooked up. This heater looks familiar. I might have the same one. Let me get this hose hooked up to here and see if it'll light. I think that'll keep them warm. There's a couple hemlocks down there. I think we're going to take them out this winter. Kind of narrow shooting areas in this spot here. It's a beautiful spot though, sitting high up on this knob. A couple hemlocks, like I say, out of there, and you'll be able to see a long ways. Camp's ready to go. We're ready to go. November 14th. Supposed to have some crazy warm weather the first couple of days, so who knows. Might be kind of slow going at the beginning, but we're ready to go. I'm ready to get out in the woods and enjoy some alone time. You know, sitting in the blind, just thinking about all the good stuff in life. Hope everybody has a great and safe season, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. More video to come. Well, it's finally here. November 15th, my favorite day of the year. Unfortunately, this is going to be more of a weather report than a hunting report. Afternoon of the 15th. It was a low of 50 degrees last night, and I think it's about 60 degrees right now. No heat needed, no boots needed, no gloves needed. Not really what you want for opening day. So like I say, more of a weather report. I did see one little spike horn this morning. That was all I saw. We got 6 hunters out in the woods, so we got it covered. Not really sure if anything's going to move around. It's kind of good nap weather for hunters and for deer. Anyway, if anything exciting happens, I'll turn this camera back on. But as for now, that's all we got going on here. Day 3.5 here, Upper Michigan's firearm deer season 2023. As you can see by my view this morning, it's not really what I consider good deer hunting weather. Sunny, almost no wind, and I think it's going to get 45 degrees today. So the story as of now, like I say, 3.5 days in, has definitely been the weather. Opening day, like I said, was 55. And the wind was still kind of out of the northwest, so I did hunt that day. Tuesday, or not Tuesday, day 2, it was 65 degrees with a south wind. I didn't hunt the second day. Been a long time since I haven't hunted on the second day of season. But my blind's not set up for south wind, and no sense blowing out the deer for one day. Yesterday was a little bit cooler. Still kind of the same though. Sunshine. I think every deer in the county is laying down taking a nap somewhere, enjoying the sunshine. So just kind of to wrap up these first 3.5 here, slow. It's not going to improve much for the next few days. It's going to be slow going. Of course, with no rain, no snow. Well, here we are, November 19th. I guess we're officially 1/3 through the 2023 deer season. Same story, weather. Obviously, I'm standing here in a sweatshirt. It's not cold, it's not windy, it's not snowing. I just looked back in the camp logbook. It's been a long time since we've been 1/3 through the season and not had a deer hanging on the pole. But if we're only 1/3, that means we got 10 days left. My dad and I will hunt the entire 10. My brother's got to travel downstate for Thanksgiving, so he'll be gone for a couple days and he'll be back. And I think my son is going to be back the weekend after Thanksgiving also. We have our Thanksgiving dinner tonight, just because that's the way it works with us. We do it when it's convenient, not always on the actual Thanksgiving day. So I'm going to go see if I can dial up a football game in my blind on my phone and sit for this afternoon and go eat some turkey. But like I say, here's our situation. Nothing on the pole. It's a sad sight. We're going to change that here real soon. Well, here we are again. Day 6, afternoon hunt. I hope this doesn't turn out to be 15 shorts. Me sitting here talking to this camera, talking about the weather. But I had some appointments this morning, so I couldn't get out this morning. Back out in the blinds about 1 o'clock. And same deal. Sunny, 40 some degrees. I walked out here in tennis shoes and no gloves. And it kind of seems like it's going to be that way for the near future here. We're coming up a couple days from Thanksgiving. I guess we might get a little bit of rain or snow or something. Anything at this point would be better than bright sunshine and no wind. So here we sit. Maybe tonight's the night. I guess, like they say, you can't shoot one off the couch. So give her a go tonight and see what happens.
Can't even ask for a pair of kings.
Thursday, I thought my lucky change. I got a quarter on the floor. No, you don't show those. Everybody's gonna be dropping all of it. Nobody play.
I'm full right now.
See, he's got one too, so it ain't that bad.
It's not as bad.
Not that good.
20 cents.
I should
You want to
just
see
fold.
one more card for 20
I should
cents?
just fold right
That's why I
now.
bet 20 cents early, so everybody don't fold with
Wait,
them.
one more card.
If I don't pair a card, then I'm full.
Good.
Yep.
Great.
Well, we made it to mid-season. Today is Thanksgiving Day, actually. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Where do I start? Well, there's not really much to tell. I'm not seeing any deer. So what do? You turn the camera on and yak at that for a while. Anyway, Thanksgiving Day. We did celebrate our Thanksgiving on Sunday. So Dad and I are out hunting today. He says he's going to come in at noon and watch football. I'm going to see if I can get my pocket computer to dial in a football game so I can sit out here for the afternoon and watch football. I think the game starts at noon. It's about 10:30 now. I don't know if I'm going to go back to camp or if I'm just going to stay for the day. Weather is better. 31 for a high today. There's actually a little bit of snow flying in the air right now, which is nice to see. They're talking maybe some lake effect snow Friday, Saturday. So that should improve the deer movement a little bit cooler, maybe some snow. Definitely helps see them. Like I say, Thursday today, my son is going to hunt Friday. So there'll be 3 of us. My brother is downstate for Thanksgiving. Lucky him. He'll be back on Friday night or Saturday night. We still got a week to go here. I mean, it's not all lost. This next week, we could have $4 on the pole in a matter of a day or 2. So definitely looking forward to this next week. We got a couple card games scheduled Friday night, Saturday night. And Saturday, my wife Peppy is going to come out and hunt. She's not going to sit with me this year. She's going to sit in another blind we have. As far as I know, first time she's ever sat alone. So that should be interesting. I did a little work on the chair and stuff for her yesterday. Put a heater in it for her. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe she'll show us up and shoot something. Anyway, like I say, I'm going to sit here and contemplate whether I'm walking back to camp or not. And dial up a football game. Hope everybody's having a great Thanksgiving with family and friends. Stay tuned. Y'all ever seen that movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray? That's a funny movie. Anyway, Dad shot a 6-pointer yesterday. Small deer, small rack. But we are in the second week, and hey, if you got a tag and you're happy with the deer, take it. Legal buck. Good for him. Back to my Groundhog Day reference. Kind of the same thing. Every day it's sunny, quiet, nothing moving. If you try to walk, it's crazy loud. So I'm going to sit here and stare at this maple tree out in front of me. Captain's log, November 26th. Still hunting. Well, 4 days left of the season. I have 3. I gotta go back to work on the last day of season. I've seen exactly 0 deer in the last 4 days. Hence, I'm just going to make this video. I'm not super worried about making any noise. Yeah, it's just about lunchtime anyway. I'm going to head back in. But one thing did finally happen. We finally got some snow coming down. They're saying an inch or two, but we'll take it. And I am thinking about getting that muzzleloader out and maybe take it. Well, back to making videos in the old deer blind. Not that exciting, is it? Yeah, I apologize. Still got the one deer on the pole my dad shot Thanksgiving Day or whenever that was, a long time ago. Anyway, we're getting down to the wire here. A day and a half. I got this sit and tomorrow to hunt. Then I'm back to the real world. We're finally getting the weather we normally have at the beginning of the season now. Cold, a little bit of snow on the ground, some northwest winds, kind of our normal weather pattern. There's some decent buck sign around yet, but it's just been slow going. I did have a 6 deer morning, which is a high deer count for one sit around these parts anyway. I lost my lucky hat, haven't shot a deer, season's almost over. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm already looking forward to next year. Got big plans for a new blind. And Chuck from Wisconsin is going to be able to spend a whole week with us, just the way our seasons line up next year. So, yeah, we're going to hunt hard here for the next day and a half and see what happens. Well, there's how we did on the firewood. Burned a little more than I thought we would. Now that's been there for 2 years. We won't have to shuffle it around next season. We'll just refill this in the summer and we'll be good to go. Unfortunately, the happiest day of the year and the saddest day of the year, 15, 16, 17 days apart. Getting ready to head out for my last sit. I got all my stuff packed up and moved out. I get to go back to work tomorrow night. So that's amazing. And unfortunately, just the one deer here on the pole. My dad's little 6-pointer. At least somebody will have venison in the freezer. Well, I guess that's why they call it hunting, right? You don't shoot one every time you go out. It's been a tough year. Been a long time since we had just one deer on the pole, but it's the way it goes. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Thanks everybody for coming along on this little adventure of mine. We got to get back to firewood. We got a lot of work to do this winter. Well, here we are. The dreaded final sit. Last sit of the season. 2 weeks just, I don't want to say it's not enough, because I mean, I'm fortunate. I've been off work for 18 days or whatever it's been. I got to enjoy family and friends, camp life, everything. 2 weeks, you know, if you shoot a deer in the first week, yeah, 2 weeks is good. You know, second week you're like, yeah, I got a deer and I'm all set. Unfortunately for me, I don't have a deer, and I could complain about that too, but as I just said, I mean, I've had 2 weeks off of work. I've done nothing but enjoy the outdoors and the family and the friends and the card games and the great food. You know, I'd be a jerk if I complained about it. As far as not having a deer, my wife and I will eat a deer or two in a year, but we're not going to starve. You know, we'll survive with you know, buying hamburger and stuff from the grocery store. So that being said, this has been a tough year. Enjoyable and tough at the same time. Weather, I know, you know, everybody's got their opinion on weather and deer movement and whatever. My opinion is 60 degrees at the beginning of the season didn't help us, shoot any deer. It's been a long time since we haven't had a deer or two in the first 3-4 days of season. My dad shot that 6 Thanksgiving or somewhere around there. I think it makes a difference. This is my last sit. Looks like this season is going to end just like it started. Sunshine and not much going on. Anyway, all that being said, hope everybody had a great season, successful season, and a safe season. And don't take any of this for granted. Nothing's guaranteed. I'm already looking forward to next season. November 15th is on a Friday next year. I'll make sure I have that day off, and the 2 weeks following it. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a great day.